Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's Tuesday training. You all know, or those of you who know me, know that I often say that energy is everything, and I genuinely believe that. And so this week, I wanted to focus our Tuesday business training on how energy is impacting your business in both positive or negative ways, and the importance of energy to your overall business success, as well as the joy and enjoyment that you feel in your business, you experience in your business. So I jotted down a few notes so that I can stay on track, because you also know that I can just go on and on, especially when I'm super passionate about a topic. And also, as we're talking about energy, you also know that live video is the usual way that I prefer to show up and do our trainings on Tuesdays. But I am doing this recorded video today. And so I had to adjust my energy to match the actions. And so we're going to talk about that as well. So let's first take a look at how energy plays such a pivotal role in the success of your business. It does things like, influences your productivity, influences your creativity, but it also influences the way that you interact with clients, your colleagues, your potential clients, potential, future business partners. High energy levels also help you stay motivated. They help you to be more resilient and also help with focus, which are all essential for driving your business forward. Now, we also have the flip side of that, right? So conversely, low energy can lead to things like burnout, reduced productivity, just a total lack of desire and not feeling joy in your business, diminished enthusiasm, as well as, then negatively impacting those business outcomes. So I want to first share with you a few key ways that your energy is impacting or can impact your business in a positive way. And first and foremost is productivity. When we are feeling good, when we are full of energy and inspired and just showing up, with that passion, then we are going to absolutely be more productive and get more things done in our business. When we show up in really low energy, we really lack the motivation. We have no inspiration, no passion, right? And that is going to impact productivity in a negative way, okay? Then the second thing would be creativity and innovation, right? Energy fuels creative thinking, and it allows you to develop new ideas, to be more, think outside the box and come up with solutions to problems that you might not come up with, because when you're low in energy, you're just kind of focused on the problem. You're not really focused on what could the possible solution be to that problem, right? The third thing would be leadership, right? Leader's energy sets the tone for an entire team. And that doesn't matter if you're in a leadership role within your job, within your home, within your business, right? Positive energy can inspire and motivate others. And of course, we always have to lead ourselves too. So, that whole leadership energy goes to leading ourselves first and foremost as well. The fourth thing would be resilience. High energy helps you persevere through the challenges and setbacks, and maintaining focus and momentum so you can better manage and deal and navigate those bumps on the road. And we all know that being entrepreneurs, being in business, there is just inevitable that there will be issues, that there will be bumps on the road, there will be mountains to climb. But if you have a high energy level, you are going to be a lot more resilient and being able to navigate those bumps on the road in a lot more positive way. The fifth thing would, of course, be like your client engagement and connection with them, right? Because like attracts like, and your energy influences how you communicate and you engage with your clients or potential clients, which then impacts their perception of not only you, but remember, you are your brand, you are your business. So their perception of you also impacts their perception of your business, okay? So consistently high energy levels will not only help you sustain your business efforts, but also inspire those around you, contributing to long-term growth and success in your business. And that sounds pretty good, right? So what are some of the things that you can do to maybe start to be more mindful of the energy that you bring into your business, into even your relationships, into, you know, the job that you might have, into your family environment? We know that elevating your energy before taking action, right, impacts your business. This kind of impacts the outcome, right? And you want your energy to really be aligned with the action as well, and the impact and the outcome that you want to have. So let me just go through. I've written down like several. So don't try to do all of these things all at one time. Pick one or two, maybe three things that really resonate with you and think, I that resonates with me. I know I can do that. I know I can start to implement that right away. So remember, the energy that you bring into your business is as important, if not more important, than the actions that you take. So here are some actions that you can take to really get into that like positive place and really, you know, show up in your business with the energy that is going to connect with the people that are looking for you, that they are looking for some amazing human like you and the products or services that you have to offer. So like that energy is super matters to the success of your business. Okay, some things you can do. Here we go. Quick exercise or stretching, right? And these are kind of the things like before taking the action to get into that positive place, to get into that higher vibration, that higher energy level. Quick exercise or stretching, like getting the body moving, maybe like a nature walk or like a power walk, and saying those affirmations as you're walking. It doesn't have to be like an hour-long walk, even like a 5-minute, just get outside, get outdoors, or just do some kind of, physical activity in your home to just get your body energized and really fueled up, right? And ready for whatever action it is that you need to take. Doing breath work. For me, in doing this recorded video, I actually had to like bring down my energy a little bit, because normally I'm just like boom, 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 right? But this isn't something that I'm comfortable with. And so I had to like ground myself and really bring my energy down a little bit so that I could breathe properly and then I can still show up as the best version of me to have a positive impact. So breath work might be something that, resonates with you, especially if you're really, have got a crazy chaotic life. You actually might need to bring that energy down a little bit to connect with the people that are looking for what you have to offer. Of course, always like prioritize your own well-being, because nothing impacts our energy more than when we're not feeling well, when we're not taking care of ourselves, when we're not hydrated, when we're not like nourishing our body and fueling our body with good stuff, right? That all absolutely affects your energy. So maybe you just need, to have a glass of water or something, or you need a quick power snack or something before you're doing that action to bring that energy back into your body. Things like visualization, like visualizing yourself doing that action, taking that action in that as that person that you want to show up as, right? With that energy. Some people meditation, right? Meditation really helps you to connect with yourself and really to bring yourself in a place of calm and confidence and I've got this. Gratitude practices are another great way, and it's something that you can do quickly, especially if you're feeling really overwhelmed or anxious. Reconnecting with what it is that you're grateful for in your life is a great way to just bring yourself back into your body. Positive affirmations, remembering your past successes as well, right? That maybe you're doing something new or something that you haven't done for a long time, and so you're feeling a little bit anxious around that, and you're showing up with that energy of really feeling uptight and wound up. So reconnect with that past experience that you might have had when you just crushed it, right? Because your brain has that memory and it knows, and it can then tune into that and then help you to step into, taking that action from that same place where you had success before. Okay. Set clear intentions. As clear intentions align your energy with your goals, right? Now, there's one thing that I want to also say, yes, it's important to prep and plan and be prepared, but also don't over prepare, because we can just so get in our head and over prepare, and then we just throw off our energy. We talk ourselves out of the action because then we're just up here and we've just gone too far. So there definitely needs to be a balance between the planning and the action. Okay. Don't over prepare, because usually when we are in that place of over preparing, it's because we're in that fear, that place of feeling fear. So if you find yourself in that position, and if you find yourself in some place of fear before you're taking an action that could have a positive impact on your business, then lean into that feeling of fear and have a conversation with fear. Why is it there? What does it want you to know? Then thank them for that. And then again, I talked about last week, put fear in the passenger seat because you're in the driver's seat, right? And on the inverse of that, when, with fear kind of bringing our energy down and really taking away our energy, there's times where we are just so full of excitement. Lean into that energy and go with that flow, right? Create a clear, so if you're doing something new again, for me, right? I've got my little checklist here of the things that I wanted to share with you. And so that can be super important for you too, so that you can still show up with that energy of feeling confident and know that you've got, your backup here, that you've got your guidance, and that you can maintain that energy because I've got it. I can always refer back, right? So create a plan or checklist of actions that you need to take. If you need to, talk to a mentor or a coach, have a little pep talk, and they can often bring you up and bring that energy, and they vibrate a little bit up here, and then they'll elevate your energy level to match theirs, and then you're ready to go, and then go take that inspired action, right? A power playlist. When I need to really boost my energy levels, I put on music. I put on music that is empowering, that I feel like I can't sing, but I feel like I want to sing to it, right? So a power playlist can be super helpful, that you either have a couple songs or you have a whole playlist and you have it saved on, Spotify or wherever you listen to your music. The other thing you can do is dance or just move to music, right? Like let the music just take you and get energized by it, right? And then go take that inspired action. Perhaps for you, listening to like a super inspiring podcast or reading some kind of like inspirational book, or watching something inspiring can help bring that energy to you. Anchor yourself and get grounded, and that is another good one, right? Like if the day is just crazy and you have something important that you need to do in your business in the evening, then just come home and get anchored and get grounded, and then show up and take that action from that place instead. For some, depending on the action you need to take, I guess, like even the action of standing versus sitting can change your energy level. So depending on what that action is, maybe you need to sit and be more grounded. If you need to bring more energy to a situation or an action, then standing, because then everything's just like in flow and you just feel more like, let's go, right? Perhaps some of you, maybe you're like a big introvert and you need to, go to some event that is going to positively impact or could positively impact your business, but you like hate crowds, right? We all have different versions of ourselves, and sometimes we need to tap into like those alter egos, right? Like Beyonce does. So channel your inner Beyonce when you have those things where you might need to show up as a different version of yourself, right? Because you can create like any you that you want to be. And then, okay, let me just make sure. Yeah, so I got also your power pose, right? And there's science behind this as well. Is it the Superwoman or the Wonder Woman pose, right? With the like hands on the hips and right, like strike that pose. There's just science behind just that action, just standing there in a room, wherever that room is. If you need to go, to another space, if you're going into, deliver something or a presentation or whatever, and then just, check out to a little side room and just like strike that pose and get those hands on the hips. There's just something about that action that brings that energy to your body. The other thing too that I'm going to say, like, set boundaries. Absolutely. Because if just everything is coming at you and you've just kind of given permission for everybody and anybody to like just dump on you or just bring all the problems, like you're the problem solver, right? Or, that any time of the day people are contacting you, set boundaries, protect your energy in that way. It is so super important, especially when you're an entrepreneur. And in leadership, to set those boundaries, but also like in your everyday life and with your family, your significant other as well, and your friendships too. So it's super important to set those boundaries. And I'm going to say too, this is something that I did before I started recording this video. I turned off all my notifications because there was notifications from my email, from Messenger, from WhatsApp. And so I did not read anything, and I turned off all the notifications because I know that, and don't go scrolling social media before you need to take some kind of like inspired action, because that you don't know what that message is going to be. You don't know what that person's going to maybe be asking you for. You don't know what you're going to see on social media. You don't know what that email is going to say. So set that boundaries with yourself to not check your devices, not check your social media platforms before getting ready to take some kind of inspired action, because what you see can quickly impact your energy levels, right? Now, let me see. the one tip too that I'm going to share is, if you seem to be constantly getting, something, like maybe, you just have like unhappy customers, or, you have, people that are frustrated and they're just dumping right on you, then you need to check your own energy. You need to take a look around at your life and see, where am I showing up in my life with that energy? Because we get back what we give, right? So if we're showing up with that energy and we're like, frustrated about something and always like, right? Then we're going to get all that back. So if there's things in your business that are really like, why is this happening? Why does this keep happening to me? Then take a scope of your life and where are you maybe doing those same things, so that you can course correct that too. Okay. And then finally, the tip that I am going to share with you is one that I already shared with you last week. And it's from Jen Gottlieb's book, Be Seen. If you haven't got this book, I recommend it for anyone that's in business, in leadership, an entrepreneur. It is badass. But her tip is to create a badass list. And what that is you go back through your life. When in your life, what events, what actions have you taken where like you showed up as badass, right? When you were like, it was hard, it was challenging, it was difficult, and I did it, right? And then write those down, get a piece of paper, get a pen, and start writing down all the times throughout your whole entire life that you have been an absolute badass. It could be that you graduated college or university. It could even be that you graduated, high school, if you have a family who, maybe have a history of not completing high school and you're the first one. Like, that's badass, right? That when you maybe gave birth to your first child and maybe your second and third, when you maybe, went to university and you graduated university, or, you have a PhD or did a master's degree, or you got that job, or you got married, right? Or you won that, sporting event, or, your artwork got featured in a gallery that you always wanted it to be featured in, right? It can be anything from like one or two things to like 20 or more things where you're like, I did that, I'm badass. And then you have that list. And then what you do with that list, you take all the things, you take all those things that you wrote down, and then you put them into a mental reel. We all know what reels are, right? Like just that snippet, or that small little captioning of a moment. And you create your own like real life badass reel that you can plug into in your brain at any time and see yourself doing those things and all of those like milestones and those significant moments where you show it up as like a badass woman or man that you are. And then keep that badass list with you. Like, you can carry it around with you. You can enter it into your phone and have it there. And when you need a reminder, when you're going to do something where you need to get into, a place of feeling empowered and that energy, then you go refer to your badass list and you're like, I got this, I can do it, right? So I love that from Jen Gottlieb. So let me just make sure that I've got everything here before. I think I do. So, but you can see, like, by incorporating, one or more of these strategies, you can effectively like elevate your energy, ensuring, you take inspired actions in your business with the highest level of focus, clarity, and enthusiasm that you possibly can, because your energy absolutely influences the people and the world around you. So this not only improves the quality of your work, but it also enhances your overall business performance, how you feel when you are working your business, how you feel about your business, and of course, who doesn't want more of having things that can positively impact our business, right? So I hope you found some of this helpful, and I super look forward to being back here and doing more training with you all. So enjoy the rest of your day, and we will see you all soon. Ciao.